Go ahead.
Hello and welcome to our case study. This case study is created for Laura Pinto, Katie Flynn, and is prepared by June, Brendan, Olga, and Abel. We're going to be looking at the YWCA Durham, and this case study was made for the Financial Management of Online Learning course.
So what does the YWCA Durham do? They offer many programs to aid mothers and children in need. However, this is a common misconception, as they offer communities much more than that. A large majority of their day-to-day foot traffic is due to the Ontario Earlier Centre, but they also run a hotline and provide shelter assistance. They allow women and children to get back on their feet by providing them with the tools they need to get started. The Durham location is just one of 32 member associations of the YWCA Canada, and they offer various programs such as literacy, life skills, employment and counseling programs to help improve the lives.
The mission statement. The YWCA Durham is a community-based women's voluntary membership organization. It's a leader in providing high-quality programs and services that respond to the needs of women, children, and youth in Durham region.
So what is the purpose of YWCA? The purpose of YWCA is to improve the quality of life for women and children in Durham by providing them safety, supportive housing, education, personal growth and development, and volunteerism through non-judgmental environments.
The YWCA Durham. According to the 2012 annual report, it shows the YWCA has provided these services. 101 women and 51 women at the Wise Wish, 4,857 days of residential care at the Wise Wish, 779 calls to our 24-hour crisis line. It has served 146 women by providing long care and outreach counseling, offered transitional support to 224 women.
Thanks, Olga. It is expected that if the company undergoes any changes inside of a digital space, current employees will have to adapt to a new and growing and evolving company standard. Now, the Oshawa location runs with a couple dozen employees, and they are dedicated to the organization by providing better local facility to the community. So, looking at that, we came across from the 2012 report a financial summary, looking at where funding comes from with respect to revenue and the expenses, how everything's allocated. So it's interesting, as our current course, in the second week, we were all speaking about identifying a true nonprofit and looking directly at expense versus revenue. And it is clear to see that the YWCA is successful and a focused organization. You can see that they have non-government grants that include contributions from the United Way and private foundations, as well as any income and as far as revenues generated come from their memberships, classes, and facility rentals. June?
Thanks, Brendan. Now let's look at YWCA's current situation. The YWCA Durham website is a great resource for women in the community. It is very well organized and easy to navigate. It also has a very eye-catching banner. However, we do feel that some small but very important adjustments and addition could assist the organization in reaching its full potential, such as have some forum and so can facilitate more discussion around the members. Abba?
Okay, so when you look at the current website for YWCA, it looks very outdated, and it's not regularly updated. A reason for that could be that it uses an old content management system. So what we feel is by using a more modern content management system, we can implement a lot better tools, some more modern communication tools like forums or discussion boards. The website itself is not very responsive, meaning it doesn't facilitate mobile platforms as well. And a lot of Canada's women and Canada's youth, this new generation, are on the mobile net. So we think by implementing mobile features, we can improve the service and the communication tools used by the current website. Olga?
What can be done? We believe through a number of small changes, we can impress current members and also increase the new traffic for a number of years to come. By adding a discussion section online, it will provide community members with updated information about the facility and the services YWCA Durham provides. Why do this? In today's age, internet pages and social media are also as important as any other aspect of any organization or company. It is even more important for a nonprofit organization to be able to reach a large number of people because they are usually there to aid and assist.
Thanks, Olga. So, looking at the current situation with June laid out, followed by the current gaps, which Abel lined out, and then looking into why and what can be done, which Olga lined up. This basically brings us to our desired situation, what we hope to achieve. So basically it is time for the YWCA to provide a better website for the future growth in an ever-changing technological future. We need to create an effective, easily manageable website to be maintained internally. The website has to be an effective portal for mothers and children to come and research, as well as connect. It is important that the foundation of the domain be user-friendly and accessible by several staff in different branch locations. Effectively, we wish to establish the image that this organization has online, in turn hoping to generate more awareness and activity around the facility in general.
Thanks, Brendan. So by reconstructing the website, we might am facing some challenge because the website is currently already established, and so we need to ensure that information stays online and the website remains accessible during the revamping. And problems with service provided, agreements need to be made with regards to maintenance and any kind of interruptions that may be caused.
Okay, so with the implementation of the new site, we need to make sure that any interruptions are minimal at best. So from a technical point of view, we can do this in a few ways. One way is that we can take down the old site and put up new content in after hours, perhaps during the hours between midnight and say 5 a.m. in the morning. And the next more feasible option is to redirect the domain name server to the new folder or the new database or new server, whatever that may be. That way we still maintain the old content, but we just change the address of the new site. So with this, we'll be able to seamlessly transition to the new site without interrupting services provided by YWCA Online. Olga?
Financial analysis and potential budget. The YWCA Durham releases annual report, which covers every penny of allocated money, where this money was spent, and categorizing where that funding came from. We feel that the research done by our current evaluation is realistic, as there is great gaps between where they are now and where they need to be.
Okay, so we need to evaluate and see whether transitioning to a new website is actually a success or not. So we can do this in a variety of ways. One way is to implement Google Analytics for 1 week on the current website. So Google will actually track the number of people that visit the site and the performance of the site. And then implement the new site and use Google Analytics JavaScript to test that site as well. If we see an improvement in the performance and page hits, then we can say that this website was a success. Another way we can do this to evaluate the website is to use surveys. So from the members that currently attend YWCA services, give them a survey, ask them to evaluate the site, test them on factors such as accessibility, usability, whether they like the site or not, and then change over to the new site. After we change over to the new site, we send out a similar survey and see if there's an improvement. That way we can tell if it is a success or not. Now, if it is a success, then we will keep with the new features. If not, we will still be able to revert back to using backups. So in this way, we can either switch to a new site, and if it's not feasible, then switch back to the old one. Brendan?
Thanks, Abel. I appreciate that. In closing, we're going to see that the YWCA Durham offers a wide variety of programs to aid mothers and children in need. And of course, a large majority of their foot traffic does rely on the Ontario Early Years, but they do so much more. Along with running an emergency hotline and providing shelter assistance, they allow women to get back on their feet by providing them with the necessary tools to get them started in today's ever-changing world. The more women they can reach out to, the better. Their image and brand should reflect their welcoming manner, and it should invite and relate to women of all ages.
Thank you for watching. Please return to our Adobe Connect room. We're happy to take any questions or comments. Thanks.